Our mission: Helping Parents Heal is a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting bereaved parents to become shining light parents by providing support and resources to aid in the healing process. We go a step beyond other groups by allowing the open discussion of spiritual experiences and evidence for the afterlife in a non-dogmatic way. Affiliate groups welcome everyone, regardless of religious or non-religious background, and allow for open dialogue. Attendance today at this meeting is voluntary, and we are here for the benefit of learning from and sharing with other parents whose child has passed away. It is understood that our discussions are intended to be confidential and not designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers to allow parents to be informed about many possible ways to heal, to connect with their children, and to learn about the afterlife. The views expressed by our guests do not necessarily reflect those of Helping Parents Heal, and we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally. Welcome, everyone, and thank you so much, Suzanne, for being here tonight.
Yes, and thank you so much for being here, Suzanne. I wanted to, first of all, just let everyone know that I forgot to ask you to put your name, where you're from, and if you're a caring listener, if you're a board member, or if you're an affiliate leader in the chat box so that other people will know and be able to reach out to you. And then I'm going to go ahead and read Suzanne's bio, but before I do that, I don't know how many of you are aware of how far Suzanne and I go back, but there's a wonderful...
You're not going to give our ages or anything, are you, EBB? Because I'm not down with that.
I won't talk about our ages.
We're getting younger. All of us, everybody.
All of us are getting younger. But I have been with Suzanne from the very start of this journey with Morgan, and we were fortunate to have a wonderful newscaster do a story about both of us. Her name is Carrie Lake. She's here in the Phoenix area, and it was on Fox 10 News. And this video is on the front page of helpingparentsheal.org. So if you would like to know a little bit more about our story together, you might want to just watch it. It's very short. It's not a very long story. But I'd like to go ahead and read her amazing and very accomplished bio. Suzanne Wilson, the Carefree medium, is an intuition expert, teaching medium, author, and an empowering keynote speaker at international conferences. Suzanne appears on Coast to Coast AM, Gaia TV, Travel Channel, Good Morning La La Land, Amazon Prime Video, Fox News National, Unity Radio, Streaming for the Soul, CBS Radio, and numerous podcasts. Suzanne hosts a monthly podcast called Chat with Spirit Guides. She is a founding board member emeritus of the Afterlife Research and Education Institute and its founding director of mediumship research and education. Suzanne holds a master's degree in public affairs policy, a bachelor's degree in management, and certifications from Stanford University. Calling upon her extensive experience in education and leadership, Suzanne has become a beloved researcher and teaching medium in the areas of intuition, mediumship, healing, and metaphysical topics. To learn more about Suzanne, please visit carefreemedium.com, which is very easy to remember. And without further ado, and with great gratitude, please join me in welcoming Suzanne Wilson, the Carefree medium.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Irene. I think we have another board member on. Did I see Mark Ireland?
I'm here.
Hey, Mark. Good to see you.
You too.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. I know that it's the holidays and it's not normal this year. What is normal? What's normal going to be? I'll tell you what. I want to talk to you just a little bit about what the kids on the other side of life have been saying about this year, and what to get ready for next year. Now, nobody really knows the future. I believe that we're co-creating all the time through our thoughts, words, actions, the choices that we make. But you know that your children are by your side, that they're not only family, but now they're in another dimension where they can even be helper guides to you. And yes, they knew that there was something coming that was different this year, but they've been giving us a lot of information that is very helpful, hopeful, and healing about what's to come. I also got a hit earlier, and Mark will appreciate that, training and certifying mediums. We get hits. Hits are those things that they just come in, you know, they're very clear, spontaneous. I get a thumbs up, green light, and the happy ding, ding, ding of a bell. And I know I have to go with it, right? I also got a hit that I should talk about why is it sometimes you don't hear exactly what you expected to hear when you get a reading. And then I'm going to talk very briefly because then I want to spend the last portion for messages from spirit. Would you guys rather hear me talk about other people's readings and the messages they got, or would you rather hear some messages for the audience? Who wants to hear about messages for the audience? Yes, just wave at me. Yay, yes,
I
of
think
course,
that's
of course
hard.
you do.
It's
And,
hard.
and I didn't do that last time. I didn't do that. I'm so sorry. But I guess I'm not sorry because sometimes I think it's important to cover a topic. So if you want to go onto the wonderful YouTube channel for Helping Parents Heal, last time I was here, I covered the topic, when your partner doesn't believe, what can you do? And I did a presentation on that. So go check that out. I did not give messages. I'm going to try to make it up to you tonight. I will tell you that I have just gotten over pneumonia. I'm just finally breathing really, really well. No, it was not COVID. I had COVID 7 months ago, something like that. And I got tested and it was negative. So I'm not at 100%, but some people say I'm a Maserati even on a bad day. I hope they're right. I guess we'll find out in a little bit. So bear with me. First, I want to ask you to sit up straight, take a nice big breath in, breathe in again, and out slowly. We're going to breathe in again and take a big breath at the top again. Breathe in, one more in, and breathe out slowly. And if you were comfortable with that, we're going to do it one more time. It's like a big breath in, and then when you think you can't take it anymore, you do a little bit more. Breathe in, a little more, breathe out slowly. We've activated the parasympathetic nervous system. Whatever you just were worried about, or wherever you just came from taking care of business or whatever, you've just let it go. This is your time, your sacred space to simply be. All right, so yeah, my guide LR is knocking on my aura right now. He said, first off, talk about, did your kids know that 2020 was going to be a difficult year and that we were going to have a pandemic? I can see a few faces. Just wave at me if you think they probably knew. And wave at me if you think they had no clue. Guess what? You're both right. They knew if they wanted to know. They knew if they wanted to know. And this is theoretical, of course, but I have it on very good authority from very trusted spirit friends who touch base with me, and it's come up in sessions as well, that those who peered into the quantum realm saw what was building up and what was about to happen. There is a way for them to know. They could see things being created in the other dimension before it comes here. And so I've got to tell you, I made a little list here real quick. Okay, I have had, and I haven't done tons of readings in the last few months because first COVID, then pneumonia, and it's like, oh, come on, really? And you can't help anybody if you don't take good care of yourself. So I'm going to tell you percentages instead of numbers. 10% of the readings that I've done since COVID struck, there was a mention, 9 point something, but there was a mention of, gee, my loved one, whether it was a child, spouse, or whoever, I just felt like when I was at the store, they said, get more toilet paper. And I'm going, wait, why do I feel like I need to get more toilet paper? Who is this coming from? Or they said, get Tylenol. Or I felt like, one sitter I had said it was almost like back when I was pregnant with my son, where I'm nesting and I'm going to Costco and I'm buying all this crap that we can't possibly use. And I felt like I had to be nesting. And this is November, December, a year ago. But I knew it was my son coming in and telling me to do this. Well, they gave us little heads up as best they could, but you have to remember, they have a wonderful life on the other side of life, and they're still showing up every day, checking on you all, sharing the big moments and the little moments, the celebrations and the sorrows. Plus, on top of that, they have cities, they have friends, they have activities, they have meaningful existence. They're not sad for us because they know that it's like we're the ones that are away at school. And it's only a matter of time when at our naturally appointed time, we will rejoin them in that heavenly country where there is no sickness, there is no death, there is only love and reunion. So they're not upset for us. They're just kind of like, wow, hey guys, gather around. They have these discussion circles, and it's sort of like they are going to have one heck of a year coming up. Really? I haven't checked it out. Oh, you should go look in the quantum field. Now, am I quoting an actual conversation? No, of course not. I'm not there. But I can just tell you that overall, they're here supporting us. They know it's hard. They know it's challenging. And here's more importantly, you know what you've been through. You know what your family's been through. You know the sense of disconnection. I will say, though, one advantage that you have in this club that no one in their right mind ever wanted to join, called Helping Parents Heal. Thank God that you're here, Helping Parents Heal, but nobody wanted to join this club, is you have the ability for connection. I got onto Zoom and teaching on Zoom 3.5 years ago about. You guys got onto Zoom a long time ago, too. So you've stayed connected. But there are people out there just hearing about you, just joining. There are other people grieving that are grieving separately. And so remember in your prayers and in your meditations and your affirmations to send love to those who are feeling suffering and feeling suppressed. But you still have this great sense of connection because of your group, right? Use it. I was so thrilled to hear that you guys are having meetings even through holidays, which is an amazing thing. Now let's go into the good news, because everybody knows all about the bad news. The good news is what I've been hearing about vaccines and mutations and all of this are positives, okay? And I don't sugarcoat things. My deal with the other side of life is if I start making stuff up, just take it away from me. I like to say, you guys pay me, but I work for the other side. I work for the kids. What they're saying now is that don't panic, because all over the news, you're hearing about brand new mutations that are more easily spread and so forth. Coronaviruses, corona means crown. Coronaviruses have been around possibly for thousands of years, and they mutate. It's what they do. It's why we have a different flu shot every year. It's a best guess of what's to come. Don't get in fear, but be smart. I had a daughter of a woman the other day, actually 2 daughters on the other side, and they were saying, Mom, we're going to play a phrase for you. And so I told her, wait, my head is like a jukebox. And remember the old-fashioned jukeboxes, guys, where you could press like G41 and a song would play? I have it like that. It's set up, but they play phrases. So I go, okay, hold on a second. Your daughters are saying something. Here's the phrase, Mom, you worry too much. You've got everything arranged. You're taking good care of yourself. You've quit smoking. You've cut down on your drinking. Everybody in the family is eating whole foods. You're healthy. You're taking care of yourself. You do wear the mask when you're out in public. And for those of you who are anti-maskers, I don't have a whole lot of patience for you because it's such a simple thing to do. It's such a simple thing to do. If it doesn't work, it didn't really hurt anybody, provided you can medically wear a mask. Don't send me emails saying I have asthma, I can't wear a mask. I have asthma, I wear a mask, but I don't have bad asthma. I'm just saying, don't choose your battleground. Don't project a battleground where there doesn't need to be one, right? Just get along, right? So here are these two women coming in to tell their mom, look, you're doing the best that you can. Now you need to be, and here's the next phrase coming in, they're going to play in my head, be a warrior, not a worrier. Warriors prepare for the worst, expect the best, and let it go. Worriers attract energies to them that they don't really want. Have you ever heard somebody say nothing good ever happens to this family? Or now what? Or things come in threes. I'm waiting for 2 more things to happen. Why do you want to do that? Right? No reason for that. No reason whatsoever. So be smart, get along, choose your battles. Whether or not to wear a mask should not be one of those battles. I don't know if it works, but there's data that says it does. So I'm going to do it. If it saves one person, it's all good. So they're just telling us to go through this human experience without fear, without worry, and to be smart. Do you lock your doors at night? Do you turn on your burglar alarm if you have one? Same thing, just take really good care of yourself. Because what's on the horizon next? This morning in meditation, I was shown it's like when they repealed prohibition. And everybody's like, yeah, let's get out and dance and play. And I'm not talking about alcohol here. I'm just talking about people felt disconnected. That's what's coming. It's going to be like a big celebration when we're finally able to feel that we're not going to just be getting sick, seeing loved ones pass everywhere. Was this necessary is the next question that's in my inbox all of the time. Did they do this to us or for us on the other side of life? Not your kids. Nobody ever asked, did my kids do this to us? They say, did God do this to us or for us? Did the source do this? Did spirit guides or benevolent non-human beings like ETs do this for us? No. All of the anecdotal data I've been collecting and the people that I've talked to who are researchers are hearing that it is a cyclical process that happens on Earth. That if you go back to the plague, if you go back to the early 20th century flu, that the world has always had pandemics. This was not done to us to punish us. This is not done for us to make us grow. However, I almost said but, and it's a big but however, we can learn from this. I have seen so many people come forward saying, look, I want to start meditating because I feel like I want to jump out of my skin because I just, so many things that I can't do right now. And today we are in the Great Conjunction where you guys know that this is the solstice, right? In fact, tonight I'm in the Spirit Guides media solstice soiree online. And I was invited to present at like 5 different solstice events tonight. And I told Elizabeth, I called her EVB, I told her, I says, wow, what is the deal with this solstice? I've never given a rat's tush about the solstice. And then my guides were around me, like in a horseshoe shape the other day and saying, not since about 800 years have all of our energies been aligned with humankind. And I'm like, whoa, now you've got my attention. Now you've got my attention. So right now, I want to tell you for the next 24 hours, You have a rare opportunity to get that sign, symbol, synchronicity, dream visit, to feel a touch, whatever it is. Your kids are going to use anything, everything, whoever, to make their presence known to you. You have to do 3 things. Be open to it, to don't be afraid of it, and request it. Do it in the next 24 hours. This is big stuff. And what does it have to do with what we've just been through and what's to come? Everything. Everything. Remember I said cyclical cycles, we're going through cycles. This next cycle, this is the beginning. This year, the beginning of this year was the beginning of the change where everyone on this planet who wants to make his or her own direct connection with his or her own beloveds, people and pets on the other side of life, will be able to do it without a medium, right? And you know that's what I'm all about. I have many people that I'm like, nope, you can't have a reading. You've had too many. And they're like, but why not? I'm like, because I don't want to be a drug for somebody. I want you to learn to do it yourself. But I perfectly understand that it's very valuable to go out and get that evidence that consciousness survives, that your son or your daughter or your grandchild or your sibling or your husband or wife or your dog, your cat, your horse, your ferret, whoever it is, you need to at least one time, if you are so inclined, get that reading and get that evidence to know that not only does consciousness survive physical death, consciousness is all there is. This is a way at school, the earth life, the humankind. This is the dream. All right, so I'm probably not going to take questions. I don't know, we'll see. No, probably not. But I want to now go right into why is it sometimes you don't get in the reading exactly what you wanted to get. Okay, this happens quite a bit. I don't know if this person is a bereaved parent or not, but there was a gentleman who was my sitter, and during the reading, he says to me, this is all well and good, Suzanne, but I asked my dad to give me my childhood nickname, which there's nobody alive that would know what that was. It's never been published anywhere. It's between him and me. And I launch into this lecture in the reading. I'm like, oh, please don't kill the energy. I launch into this lecture. Well, you don't get to control the reading. Da, 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 da. There's several reasons why. And I go, peanut. So he got it. But then I was kind of like, oh, I'm getting ready to lecture him about he doesn't get to have that. Well, why did I get it? I could have just as easily not got it. I do get the secret code word. I do get the like any other medium. And my colleagues and I, the ones I'm close with, we sit and we talk about this, like, why do we get it sometimes and not other times? So my spirit team told me I should explain to you why. You get it sometimes and you don't get it other times. And by the way, not only was that funny because I'm starting to lecture him and then it just comes in and he starts laughing. And then I go, oh my gosh, I remember this morning when I woke up, I was just so amazed that I was seeing the Planters dancing peanut from the commercial. It's like a peanut with a top hat and, is dancing like this. And I'm like, who's coming to my reading today? Anyway, all right, so I wrote down these reasons. Why is it you may not get the secret code word? Actually, why is it you probably won't get the secret code word? And I'm assuming that you have researched your medium, you have looked at Mark's List or the Helping Parents Heal website, or you've talked to 2 or 3 friends who have been to a medium, they were satisfied. So I'm assuming you're with somebody who knows what they're doing, like one of my students. Okay, number 1 reason, and these are not in any particular order, the medium missed it. it goes right by us. Okay. Could have been there, could have been presented by your spirit loved one, but we missed it. I'm a baseball fanatic. I liken this giving messages to being in the outfield, trying to catch high flies. Some I'm going to nail, some I'm going to drop, and some I'm not even going to notice. They're going to go right by me. So that can happen. Number two, the medium misinterpreted. Okay, here's an example. If I see, let me give it, LR, what's a good example? Okay, if I see someone in the spirit world holding a red apple, I always say, who's the teacher, them or you? And then they'll point either like this, me, I was a teacher, or they'll point like that and say the sitter was a teacher. Well, I did that one day with the red apple, and they're like, no, she wasn't a teacher, I'm not a teacher, or whatever. But then as my sitter goes out to her car, she sits down in the car and she's like, whoa, she sat on the apple that she had left in the car. It had fallen out of her purse. So anyway, it went by me, but it also hadn't happened yet. So there's different reasons. Number three, the sitter misses it. I don't know how many times I've sat, you know, and most of this work is done on Zoom anymore, but I've sat and I said, look, friend, I know what I'm getting here. I do this all the time. I got X, Y, and Z. It means something. I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know. And then I get an email a week later. Here's the next reason, number four. It wasn't important to them to bring up what you needed to hear to know that this was real. They had their own agenda. Think about all the energy that this takes. When you get to the other side, it takes energy, it takes practice, it takes some work to communicate with the medium. Now, I keep mentioning Leroy or LR. I use him as a helper, but he is not my control. Here's the difference. When a medium uses a guide as a control, the control is getting the information first and feeding it to the medium. That is more common in a trance mediumship, where they're like a gatekeeper, and they'll get the information. The medium goes into a complete trance. The spirit guide will speak through them, etc. My Leroy actually just helps line people up and get them in a queue. And one of the clever conceits that I use to make the communication easier is he'll have them use a microphone and come into a spotlight. And that's just one way. And then they have to pass the microphone to the next spirit person. And then that way I have a clean break and I can feel when the heart-to-heart connection ends and I'm on to the next. So they're helping like that. So believe me, there's a lot going on behind the scenes with the spirit world when they gather. They'll gather in some kind of meeting room or a park-like setting or on the old back porch, a replica of the old back porch you grew up on. There's a lot going on. If they want to talk about a graduation in the family, they want to talk about a birthday coming up or whatever, and you have to hear a certain code word, and they're like, wow, you know what? That's way down on my list. You know, you've always wanted what you wanted. I want what I want. I'm doing this. So maybe it wasn't important to them. This brings me to the fifth reason, and that is maybe they don't want you to become dependent on mediums. Maybe it's a moving target. I don't know if this feels familiar to you. Perhaps it does, perhaps it doesn't. But that one phrase, that one thing that a sitter wants to hear is given. And they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. This is exactly what I wanted. I said before the appointment, I said, if you say XYZ, I'll know it's really you. I'll know it's real. I've just had one the other day. And guess what? That satisfaction of getting that one thing wears off really fast. Because if you're the one thing you wanted to hear dependent, is that a hyphenated word? The one thing you wanted to hear dependent, it's a moving target. Then it's like 24 hours later, maybe. Now I got to hear this one thing. Is this starting to make sense? I can see a few faces, not a lot, but wave at me if you're like, yeah, okay. So to review, you may not hear the secret code word. And I'm assuming the medium is a good medium, practices, it keeps themselves really focused. I'm assuming you're in competent hands. Number one, it went right by them, the high fly ball. Number two, the medium misinterprets or tries to overinterpret where they should just give and describe. Number three, you missed it, either because it just didn't click in the moment, and that's okay. You have grief, and we're throwing lots of stuff at you as it comes real fast. Or maybe it hasn't happened quite yet, like the woman that sat on the apple. Number four, it wasn't their main reason for showing up that day. They had way more important things to them. It's their perspective. Your code word was way down on the list. And then finally, number five, your kids love you so darned much that they don't want you to be a medium junkie, okay? So if they start fulfilling your every wish, where does it end? Where does it end? So then that begs the question, well, then how do I evaluate whether this is real? I think if you get evidence that resonates in your heart, if you can feel the presence of spirit, if you can feel the energy of your son or daughter or sibling, for those who are here from the siblings group, I think you should have your own litmus test that doesn't include the exact specifics of what you have to hear. And if you do get that certain thing that you really, really wanted, avoid the temptation of making a new one that you have to get. The best thing I can tell you is that gratitude begets more communication from your child. They are the best communicators on the other side of life, the children, whether they were 2 months old, 6 months old, 2 years old, 20, or I've brought through a 60-something-year-old child whose mom was still here. It doesn't matter, because think about the parent-child bond. There's nothing stronger. So your medium, your competent medium, is joining that love bond. So please let it be what it is. Give gratitude for what you get, and you will know beyond all doubt that you are loved, provided you are willing to accept beyond all doubt that you are loved, connected, guided, and never apart. Just think, they have bodies that don't get COVID. All right, my dears. We're not going to have time for questions. I'm going to play a very short meditation so that I can tune in and then start to fire off some messages. I'm like, yes. So I want you to just send up hello, everybody, and just pay attention to the messages that come in as they come in. Even if they're not for you, I find that sometimes there are themes. Sometimes there are me toos, things that if you pay close attention, you may well find a golden gem in a message that somebody else receives that helps you, or that helps you to help someone else. Because it's all about the helping and the healing, right? Right, so I am going to play this little MP3 of the daily piece. And if you go to carefreemedium.com/TDP for the daily piece, if somebody could type that in, carefreemedium.com/T as in Tom, D as in David, P as in Paul for the daily piece, you can play this for free. I think you can download it too for free. So here we go. Oh, I hope I don't click you guys out of the meeting or anything weird, or click myself out. Okay. So I guess how you guys do this, or like how I do in some of the holiday groups I'm doing, just type into, is it the chat box? Is that where they go, Elizabeth, if this starts to sound like them?
Yes, and actually we have 3 co-hosts today. So myself, Irene, and Mark. So we'll all be looking for the correct person to be able to unmute them. Please do not take this unless you can take everything that Suzanne is saying, because we lose time by doing that. So when she starts coming through with the different messages and indications of who this child might be, or it might not necessarily be a child, it could be a sibling, for instance, then please make sure that you can take everything before you let us know, and we'll find you. Okay, is that right, Suzanne?
Sounds good. Have you done this before? All right, so first thing I have is a number. And it's funny because I have to tell you, when I get numbers, sometimes I think, boy, if this is somebody's PIN code, I need to go to Vegas. It was 2803. And I got a J initial with this, and I believe that the J is connected to either the person that's here in the chat room or the loved one that's passed. And if you understand 2803 as it could be a date, it can be an address. I kind of feel like I'm going for a date. I actually feel like it's been a PIN code and maybe a burglar alarm too. And I could have it like it could be 0328. This happens a lot. When I get, if it's a date, it's a date of passing, it's a date of birth. 280. So I think it's going to have to be now my logical mind says it's probably 0328. So what's that? March 28 and a J. March 28 and a J. 0328, 0328. Yes. This is a female who's connecting in. I do think it's 0328. It came in 2803 already one time. And we always get a lot more women on these things than men, but she is saying my mom's here. Okay, so there you go. So that's like probably 95% of you. But I'm clear on the number. Because 28 has got to be the day. 03. Anybody? Oh boy, she's a talky one. She's like, hurry up.
Could it be the age 28?
Would March work or 03 work?
It's not for me. I'm just throwing it out there.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nope. It's got to be,
We have a 2603 apparently. Amelia.
I think that she needs it to be oh, Amelia's waving. Okay. Can Amelia?
Hi, good evening.
Oh, here she is.
Jessica is my daughter, and she passed away 8/02, and she was 24 years old, and it was just this year. So I'm not sure.
Okay.
She's a talkative one.
03 is missing in that equation. 03 is missing in that equation.
8/02.
Yeah.
She's one of 3 children.
No, I
Okay.
Don't.
Thank you. Thank you for trying.
Thank you.
And I want to say I feel a lot of joy, and I even supposed to be like I'm jumping for joy. Okay, that's not just a generic thing to say here. It seems like really important to say this. And I keep wanting to look at Elizabeth, and I know it's not for Elizabeth, but that's so strange.
So maybe I know this person. Let's see, jumping for joy. Let's see.
At first I had 2803, and now I want to say March.
Diane
228.
Calderon is saying Tina McGarry, so she might know something about Tina. Tina, can you take these different things that Suzanne is saying, and maybe we can see. Let's see.
I'm going to have to let it go pretty soon because there's other here.
Yeah, we have March is my birthday. There, people can take a little bit of it, but not the 0328 or the backwards version or the
March, 28th of March.
Okay, 28th of March. Let's see, unless, let's see. And I know some.
28th of March, important day, birthday or passing, daughter in spirit, mom's on the call.
So
And
Joan March.
get to the
Wait,
bathroom.
Joan March.
You can have to get a dream visit.
Okay, let's try Joan March. Can you help me, Mark? And
Sure.
let's see, Joan March. I have Lisa pretty certain that that's who we're talking to. Or that Suzanne is. So
If Joan waves.
Yeah,
does
she
that
could
bring-
wave her hand.
and maybe turn on your video as well.
Oh, here
Joan.
she is.
You
Okay.
got her? Okay,
I just asked her to unmute.
good.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm unmuted.
And would you understand an Elizabeth in the family, either here or in the spirit world?
Yeah, that's my middle name.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And daughter would be not a little kid, but adult.
Okay, I don't have a daughter,
No, it's not
Oh,
working.
okay.
but
Okay.
no,
You guys are
or
killing me.
I could, I did miscarry, so
Okay.
I could,
Is there,
but
are there other
today,
Elizabeths? Are there other Elizabeths on this group?
Let's see. We have a son who passed 2803 with Shireen. I'm so sorry, Joan. Goodness gracious. Let's see. So,
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
let's
I'm
see.
going to, and if anybody dropped off here and sees this recording later, I'm going to have to let it go for now.
Okay.
I just said we could circle back potentially. Now I'm starting a fresh scribble page, and really all I do is scribble flowers, numbers, whatever comes in. This is my symbol for Father's Day.
Okay. Father's Day.
Father's Day, something other than Father's Day happens on Father's Day. Something sad happens on Father's Day. So Father's Day is not sad. So I'm saying, okay, are you male or female? I'm just telling you guys my process. And identification, evidence, message.
We have someone whose son passed on Father's Day
Please
this
don't
year.
say any names.
Okay, I'm not saying.
Okay. If they want to give a name, they give a name. Oh boy, a lot of excitement here. This is, there's an anniversary, like now. I mean, now there's an anniversary. I feel it like this minute, maybe even close to the hour of the anniversary of passing. Male, Father's Day, passing, anniversary. Does all of this fit with this person?
Let's see. So do we have a fit with that for either of you? Let's see. Oh, it was also the summer
He's
solstice.
also holding a box of Special K. So it's
Okay.
either actually Special K cereal or there's a Special K. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. So the person who said that about Father's Day also said it was the summer solstice, but it's the same person.
Okay.
Son passed on Father's Day this year.
Okay. Who do we have with just the first name?
Julie.
Okay.
And today she's saying today is the winter solstice. Let's see. I also have.
He's mentioning a name of Chris, Christopher, Christine, because anytime I get Chris, it can be Chris, Christopher, Christine. And I know that this person's here. I know they're here. I thought they were.
asked her
Yes,
to
so
unmute.
Julie says Christopher, yes. So it looks like we're with her.
Really? Cool.
So,
I
Let
unmuted
me
her.
hear your
Elizabeth.
voice. Just say hi. Let me hear your voice.
Hi, my name is Julie, and I had a medium last week tell me about 5 times that my son is trying to reach Christopher.
Wow. Okay. I keep saying wow because he's giving me electrical shocks. It's almost like, have you ever like shocked yourself when you're plugging something in? I actually am feeling that right now. And he's just, all of a sudden I heard, sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel that. And like, he's electrical. There's electrical feeling with him. Just without a lot of information, have you felt this?
Once,
It's like a shock, electric shock. You've gotten it?
yes, and he's been, I think it's him, our lights have been flickering on and off during, only when Christopher is here.
Okay, cool. Well, I guess he found his medium. Hold on a second. You're going to see Christopher later this week?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm being shown, you guys hold hands. The two of you sit and you hold hands and call to me. And I'm going to be there. I'm going to come right in between your hands. I'm going to come like sit in 2 chairs facing each other. I'm going to stand right in the middle. I can do this. It's like, you're kind of weak right now, is what he's telling me. You're kind of weak right now. And it's not a put down, and it's not me telling you this. Let Chris help you. Let Chris help you, but you're going to feel this electric again. I knew there must be a reason why I would feel like a physical thing here. It's to tell you that was me. That was me.
the last time Christopher was here, standing by my bedroom door, a metal mug jumped off of my safe, and we both were like, what just happened?
My friend, I get it. I totally get it. This is strong kinetic energy, movement type of energy. And this is your son? Your son? Is it? Okay. He's talking about going to a big, deep sleep when he leaves, when he passes.
Yeah.
I just went to sleep, woke up in another world, looked around and said, I need a nap. Okay. He needed a break and he got a break. But then pretty quick after that, he's doing all kinds of things with lights around you. Now, I just saw objectively a white pop of light over here. Objectively meaning I saw it like it's in the room, not like in my third eye. So I want to tell you the little lights that you guys get, that's going to be him. He's not impressing his name upon me right now, so they don't want you to say it. Sometimes I get the name of the people here, and boy, this Christopher name is so important. Would there also be a Christine though? Because he's bringing it up again. So I feel like Chris comes up a second time. Like there's another Christopher or Christine also in the physical world connected
Christine
here.
is my sister.
Okay, good. I want to tell you she's psychic.
She has
Okay.
autism.
She has autism. She's very dialed into the spirit world. There's like the boundaries are not the same. He's talking about squeezing her hand. Okay, from spirit, squeezing her hand. She may get confused where he is. Okay, hold on. But there is an anniversary right now. There's an anniversary of something right now. He's laughing. I can hear rock music. I hear like a very good metal guitar, heavy metal guitar playing right now, but there's something different. It's about the drums. He says it's about the drums and doing something like he's drumming. Okay. I think he drums in the house. So have you heard little like taps and things like this, or not like knocks because they'd be really quick. Boom, 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 boom.
We've heard knocks.
Yeah, like boom, 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 like that. They're not slow. They're. He's saying knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. A line from a song. Hold on. You've been sick. He's
Yeah.
doing,
Story.
this is going to be hard. I go through all of it, but this is going to be hard. He's outing you for wanting to die when you were recently sick. Okay? Not your time. It's not your time.
It's true.
Let people help you. Let people help you. This is an intervention from the other side of life. It's not your time yet. But you know what? When you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's a normal thing to ask. Can I come? But no. Let people help you. Reach out. There's a smell of like, I don't know if it's around him, around you, or if he's trying to get something. It's like a metholate or something you put on your skin, like for a sore or something. It's a very medicine-y smell.
Hibiclens.
It's what?
Hibiclens.
Yeah, it's very medicine-y. I don't know what that is, but it's a memory. It's a memory. He said he's bringing in right now. Do you understand this? I don't need an explanation. I just need a yes or no.
Yes.
Okay.
It's codified.
Mama.
Yeah. That's what he calls me.
I know. Because I'm still your son, he's saying. And he's showing me a door, and it's like he's putting nails into a door. Now, I'm just going to describe it, but it's almost like nailing a door shut. Then he comes back and he takes the other side of the hammer and he pulls the nails out. What the heck?
What could that be? I don't know.
I want you to keep that image. Sometimes it has a meaning to it. But
Christopher did nail a clubhouse door shut.
What?
Christopher nailed a clubhouse door shut.
Get out of town. All right. That's stinker. Your son thinks it's funny as hell. These are the things that let you know I'm still part of daily life. You know, you can't make this up, you know? So he gives me that so that you'll believe that you can make this connection. You two join forces. I will be there. You will feel me. Okay. Even if you have to practice it for a couple of times. Boots and walking. My boots are walking, he says. My boots are walking.
I've been wearing his boots to walk the dog.
Good.
And they're huge.
I know it. You be careful doing that, Mama. I see you tripping. You're gonna fall. You mentioned the dog. The dog's gonna take care of you. The dog's gonna take care of you. He's in a very high vibe. I mean, he's in like, he says, I'm in a Jesus state. Okay. Now he's like sort of embarrassed a little bit because he's like, oh my God, all these people heard this. I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry. He's like, he doesn't care. He doesn't want you to be embarrassed, but he wants to say, I love you. All right. He goes, okay. Okay. Well, later.
That's him.
Yeah, I know it is. You need to talk to somebody tonight, dear. What's your first name again?
Julie.
Julie. Who are you going to talk to tonight? Do you have somebody you can talk to tonight?
Christopher.
Okay. Will you do that as soon as this is over?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sending you love from my heart space to yours. Okay. He's like already like peace out, you know?
Is this
Uh,
taped? Because Christopher isn't going to believe this.
Yes, it's taped, Julie,
Okay.
and I'll put it up as soon as I can, right after the meeting, so you'll be able to show it to Christopher, I promise.
Okay, cool.
That was beautiful. Thank you for being with us. And thank you so much, Corey and Suzanne.
Lululemons. I have a young lady coming in. She's turning around and she's showing me her Lululemons. I believe she taught yoga or was going to be a yoga teacher. Hold on a second. She was happiest with her feet in the sand. Lululemons. I feel like there's even a joke around, like, I expect her to walk in the door with the Lululemons on. Yoga is very, very important. Okay. Hold on a second.
Tina says it's her.
Okay.
Tina McGarry. So let me find Tina.
Okay.
So is this the girl or is it the mom? I'm wondering, Tina, is this you who teaches yoga or is it your daughter who, can you let us know maybe?
And I'll need to hear your voice.
Let
Let's
me
see.
find her. Okay, I'm gonna unmute her and we'll see if it's the fit. Okay, Tina, I asked you to unmute. There you go.
Okay, am I unmuted?
Oh, hey there. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. It helps to hear your voice.
Sure.
She's the yoga teacher or going to be the yoga teacher.
She loved yoga, but passed before.
Okay, but
that
there has
happened.
to have been a plan to where, like the Lululemons are important and being a yoga teacher is important. Okay.
Lululemon was definitely, that's all she wore.
Okay. No juicy. No juicy. No juicy.
No,
No,
juicy.
you would not wear
Ever.
juicy
gosh,
on the
no.
butt.
No.
I'm getting like a
No
that.
way.
This is and
As
I
far as
think
teaching though, I mean, she,
the highlights in the hair are very important.
oh, yeah.
You know, like I've got my hair just right and I have to have a highlight right here. Okay, this is very important. And she's talking about bro. Okay, so I know that she and her bro have connected since she passed. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
She's going, he saw me. He saw me and he told you, right?
He saw shadows. Yeah.
Good. Wow, what a nice gift. Hold on a second. And there's something about this piece of hair. Also, did you have this piece of hair?
I have her hair.
Okay, but like a highlighted piece, it's got a little bit of highlight, not the whole thing, she says. But some of
Yeah,
it
it was like
highlight.
a
You understand?
curl from when she was young.
Okay. But it's got to have like part of it's a little light and the other part isn't as light. It's very important because you held this to ask me to come. And did you also thought you lost it? It's like it fell.
I have it in a jewelry box, so I have it still.
Okay, I see it falling and I see like, oh, I've got to put it back. Okay, so if this could be,
we have a lot of hair things because
right, all about the hair.
She has hair pieces.
Yeah, messy bun. I heard messy bun a while ago. I gotta do this. Hold on. I also want to talk about you empower her to make a decision about medicine. Okay, you empowered her to make a decision about medicine. Like this is a long time.
To be a doctor?
No,
in that way?
no, I think it's something about how, hold on a second. Let me tell you. I'll tell you. There were people around her very, very sick, and she had something naturally healing that she did. I want to say it's almost like she had a gift of healing herself, in her. It's not Reiki, it's not hands-on healing or whatever. I get PhD and MD, and I don't feel like she got all of that, but there's two different things she wants to do. Can you understand this about a PhD and an MD?
She passed young. She was still in high school, but she was going to be a doctor. She was already sending her things out to
but
be a
there was
doctor.
a PhD, like pharmacology or something like that, that also interested her. Do you know about this? If you don't, it's okay. Because I'm going to tell you what she wanted to do was cure things. Cure.
Yeah.
Do you understand this concept?
Oh, yeah.
Because this wasn't about treating people. This is about curing people. And I'm like, I was going to cure cancer. That's what I'm getting. And where's the feather?
Oh, I have a lot of feathers in her cabinet.
Yeah, but there's got to be one close by, because she's like, pick up the feather. Unless you picked up one today, pick up the feather. Pick up the feather.
Okay.
Do you have it?
I don't have it with me, no, but I do. I
word.
get them in the past.
Okay. How recently, dear?
Probably like 2 days ago. I had a red cardinal feather, actually.
Okay, works for me. Hold on. God, there's something she wants to say though. There's a little terrier with her. Okay. The dog would have been there first. Do you know about this?
No, I don't know terrier.
I'm going to say it's about 12, 14 pounds. It would have been there first. If it's not hers, it's in the family. It would have passed within a year and a half, 2 years before her. And she's located the dog. Put a question mark with this. This is going to be best friend, family. It's close. Okay, it's very close. When this comes up, I want you to remember this.
Okay.
Okay, because I know what I'm seeing. I know what I'm seeing here. Hold on a second. And just say your first name for me out loud.
Mine is Tina.
Yeah, you're Tina, okay. Ah, that's what you wanted to talk about. I said, what's your message? And she says, you know, because she's playing that phrase in my head. It's like, my mom knows I'm there. So there's got to be a message. The message is about astral travel with her and you. Do you understand what that means?
No.
Okay. She is taking you. It's just getting going. She is taking you by the hand and slipping you out of the body while your body sleeps. She's taking you places and showing you things. It's hard to remember. It starts with little snippets that you can remember. But it's real. But she needs your permission to do it up big.
Absolutely. Go for it.
Okay. She wants to go to the beach. That's where she wants to go.
She always wants to go to the beach.
Like, I don't have to wear shoes here. Okay. Sand for sure. And what's about the Carolinas here?
We had plans to go to the Outer Banks.
Okay. You're still going to go, I hope.
I think so.
Okay. She's going, but she'll wait for you. She'll wait for you. She'll go with you. And there's something, yeah, I see it. There's something about it, like an etched or a glass, like a 3D something with a glass. Do you know what this is?
Yes.
It's like people etch things in glass. I'm trying to see what it is. Crystal or something like that. Etch. Is
Trying
it
to
coming
think.
to you right now?
I can't think of anything right now in glass.
And I think I think it already, yeah, it already exists because I see it like it's here, like it's already manifested. It's here and it's in a glass case. Has to do with school. And it's glass and it's etched. Could you just make a note of this?
Oh, yeah. Actually, the school principal, she had broken a school record in one of her sports, and they were going to put it in a trophy case. I wonder if that, and it hasn't happened yet, but it's in the process.
Yeah, pretty quick.
Yeah.
Pretty quick. You're supposed to go by there and take a picture.
Okay.
Okay, because it's like pictures are very important.
Very good.
Yeah. And she's showing me this giant fish, like a marlin or something. Ooh. Who's the fisherman?
Her dad.
Okay. Does he have this already?
We have one. It's not a marlin. I'm not even sure what kind of fish it is.
Sailfish?
It's on a wall in our summer home.
Okay. What kind of fish is that? It's pretty.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know from fish. I know salmon and bass. That's about it. But this is like beautiful. Like it's just, oh my God. I'm asking her, what are you saying about that? It's the place there. And by the way, you mentioned her dad. I can connect with dad. He can feel me when we're in that space because he relaxes.
Yeah.
Talk to him about me there. Okay. You get that?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool. I love you more.
Oh, yeah.
Who used to say that, you or her?
We both did. Like we said, I love you more. And then it turned into I love you most because more and most. So
that's cute. And I guess from there you can go more stest.
Yes.
She's doing like a kiss for you, like blow you a kiss also. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm here. Then I hear the phrase, I'm here. I hear the phrase, I'm here. Okay. And there was something with the thyroid, either for her or you. And I feel like it's gotten taken care of. Here. Something here.
There was something there, but it wasn't the thyroid.
It wasn't thyroid, but it's here. And it's taken care of, yes?
Well, it was her, so
okay.
She had a tumor in her esophagus.
Here. Okay. It's not your thyroid, honey? This was like a phrase gets played. Well, my mom said it wasn't my thyroid. I'm like, okay. I wish I could hear everything that clear. Okay, when she touches here now, there's little gold sparkles. Okay, I mean, it's beautiful. No, you did good. She's asking me if she was loud enough. And I'm like, you did good. Okay. There she goes. Okay. Love you, she said. Love you. All right. I would like to do more.
Thank you.
I'm sorry we weren't able to place that one at the very beginning. It took a little time, but that's all the time I really have right now, you guys. I send you love. When I send you love, I say I send it with a capital L. That's like I send love from my heart space to yours, not like how I love pizza, but I send love from my heart space to yours, and maybe we'll meet again sometime.
Well, thank you so much, Suzanne. That was just amazing. And we truly appreciate you being on here this evening. And I want to remind everyone to come back tomorrow 3 times, 3 meetings, as well as on Wednesday. And I also wanted to say that everyone is able to unmute themselves and say goodbye and thank you at the end of these meetings. And we have gone longer than usual.
That's
so we truly
awesome. Such
appreciate
a
it.
great
so
session.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Suzanne.
Good night. So much.
Thank you. Gracias.
Everybody.
Much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you so much.
So happy
Thank
for
you.
both Julie and Terry as well. Thank you. And we will definitely see you sometime soon. Thank you. And
Good to
have
see
a
you,
wonderful evening.
Merry
See you
Christmas.
guys tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Thank you.
you.